Oh, man, it took me like 20 seconds to start talking over the music, which means we are low energy as hell, and I just want to be home.
Why you gotta bring that up, like, right up in the front, dude?
I just want to challenge you,
right
man.
in the front.
It's like when your girl's like, man, you've got a real tiny dick, and then it makes your dick huge. Oh, no, wait. Nothing happens.
No, yeah,
it doesn't change.
Don't
you just cry and jerk off the cuck porn.
Work the wet noodle.
Yeah, you use your pump. Yeah, you know what?
Girl.
I got you a Christmas present. How about that for my Christmas present?
I'm gonna get you a pump.
You get me one of your famous dick pumps that you're big, like your Austin Power dick pumps.
They're great.
What's really good is I don't get laid at all, so it'll just be me in my room using a dick pump in front of my cat.
Oh, I only use it by myself too, but I mean, it's just
really?
before you go out.
Is this what happens when you hit 30? Your dick just stops working.
Like
weird,
it
works. It works.
Weird stuff happens to your dick.
A guy comes in, he's like, "All right, you're 30. I gotta like deflate it."
Yeah, it's God waving his wand, and it just starts shriveling like a tree that you nicked the root of. Like, what were those trees down in? Was it Auburn? Where some guy like poisoned the trees. That's what happens to your dick at 30, and it just
jerk move.
Just starts.
An Alabama 50-year-old comes in and
just injects your dick with poison in the night, and then he calls it sports talk.
He sucks
show
you off,
day.
but he sucks the soul, the dick soul out of.
Yeah,
I think I know her.
He's an incubus. He just sits on your chest and sucks the inches out of you, and then you're flaccid and weak for the rest of your days. All right, everyone.
That is
it is
not true. That is not
Roll Tide.
Yeah, and then he signs off. Roll Tide. I did it because I love this land. Roll Tide. I hate that dumb accent. It sounds like Roll Tide.
Can't believe I fell for the whole Alabama dick sucking guy.
Are we still on the football podcast, or did
no?
We start the Papa's Basement?
I'm sorry. It's just a sports story.
I'm sorry.
If you weren't so busy having sex with women, you'd be man enough to know these things.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sissy. All right, everyone. It's Papa's Basement. I'm your host, John Papa Giorgio, hence the show's weird name. We are a comedy talk show. If you grew up listening to Howard Stern or Opie or Anthony, not Opie and Anthony, either of those, any of those, all of those, it's pretty much like the same crap. You've heard it before, just in little hour-long bites. Even then, we still managed to run out of topics about 20 minutes in. It's wonderful.
So do they.
Once a week, 1 hour, and we can't sustain because we've got those limp 30-year-old penises. Just dead.
Dick.
Yeah, it just looks like a jellyfish that washed up on the shore.
Meanwhile, I have a thriving 23-year-old penis over here.
That's true. You have some good real estate the next couple of years.
Yeah,
not doing much with it.
Mike needs a little bit of action.
Your dick is like Hell's Kitchen in the 80s. People are like, you know what? Something great could happen with this, but right now it is unused.
It's like Bitcoin. No one's buying in early, but then
it will explode.
It explodes, yeah.
And everyone's
going to need to get in on it.
Fighting for access to Travis's dick, paying $15,000 for one dick coin.
Yes.
One bit of teacups nut. Find me on Twitter at Papa's Basement, Instagram, same thing. Find the show. Find all of our shows. That's the big thing. We're Papa's Basement on iTunes. We're Papa's Basement on Stitcher. And we also do a football show that everyone was in for. And that's at pfpod.com if you want to go to the website. But if you want to subscribe to us, just Papa's Football Podcast. Pretty simple. All the Papa because of my stupid last name, which despite the complete Greekiness of, my mom is rolling hard with us being Jewish.
Congrats. Boo.
Oh, Travis. God damn your German name and the hate that the ancestral hate that lingers in your heart for my people.
You know, you do roll dough. Tribes. You do roll dough before you put it in the oven. So
I don't know what that means, but I laughed.
You said roll and I just took it.
Oh, okay.
I don't need a lot to connect things.
Or even things to connect. I just say it and it happens.
No coherent thoughts.
So a couple of months ago, there was an episode containing our buddies Chris Lingbach and
Thumb?
What? Yeah, Tom.
Thumb something. Thumb Jones?
Not Tom Jones.
What's his name?
I'm so retarded. I'm forgetting right now. This is the most.
I don't actually know it. I mean, it's Thumb. I mean, how many people do you know?
Tom Daly.
That's
there we go. Tom, I tried to email recently to get on the show, and he just never emailed back. So,
well, you kind of put him in a pickle. I actually know what the show's content was going to be.
He could have at least emailed back. God damn it!
He could have said.
Could have at least said what's up.
You're insane.
I don't want to talk about the time I was raped in the parking lot at 106.7 The Fan
every day.
Triggered. #me too.
Congrats on the sex.
Yeah, he got some. So we had an episode. I guess has gone down a bit, and this is the cockiest thing I'll ever say. But in Papa's Basement lore. to all 10 of our listeners. They love this episode. I talked about the results of an Ancestry.com test coming in for my mom. And she found out, much to her delight, given she's an intellectual weirdo who has problems making friends, but admittedly sucks with money. Not fitting the stereotype there. Found out she is 1/16 Jewish. And she was really pumped to see if my dad's side had any extra juiciness is the term for it.
The technical one, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry to lose you guys with the jargon.
Juiciness?
At
At least that's a word.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She wanted to know if there was a contribution, not just from her jubes, but my dad's, there's no clever way to say Jew balls, just, to see if there was anything there or if I just had Jewishness from her. Sadly, that was the case. I turned out to be 1/32 Jewish. I think it might be one of those things, though, where it's like my grandma's grandma was the Jew or something like that. So I guess technically we're all Jewish. I don't know. I don't know
as
how.
As long as it's on your mom's side, it
something like that. Yeah. So
my great grandma was an Indian princess. So I'm 1/32 Native American and royalty.
Dude, that I think legit gets you some sort of college money.
I don't think it does. I think I'm just under the threshold.
Really?
Yeah. I might be wrong in the fraction. Maybe I'm like below 32nd, but I know I was one step below like any sort of college.
That's weird because
you totally looked at like
of course,
what money you could get.
You get casino money?
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea how it would prove it. There's no document, as far as I know, there's no documentation of it. Or
check out this
anything.
sweet dance.
It's just one of those things where people in the South are like, look at his cheekbones. He's Cree. What? Okay, that's
you probably own people without knowing it.
It's possible. I mix a lot of things, so there's good and bad in that. in this milkshake.
Maybe I don't deserve the money.
It evens out in the wash.
Get the reparations back to myself.
I mean, there was an episode of Sopranos with a very white Indian chief-looking guy. Okay. So
wait, what kind of Indian are we talking
about? From the Choctaw tribe. So
okay, so
feather. That was a
feather, not dot. I was thinking dot.
Oh, gotcha. No. Like Native American.
Oh.
I can say Indian, because
is your woman a Chippewa and she's one of a kind?
Yeah, of course.
Lord.
What? You don't like that pool?
That's a great poll, dude.
Thank you.
It's awesome. Like 4 people will get.
I am not one of them.
Thankfully.
Well, that's because you're not over 80 when that song was a big hit.
Yeah, and your mom didn't blast country while she was cleaning the house.
Yeah, I had actually not heard the original that time I went to Ohio and banged a redneck chick for a week. I had to listen to the Tim McGraw cover of Indian Outlaw on a loop. I definitely have gotten my dick wet to Indian Outlaw, but not the original. I've definitely.
Few can say that.
Definitely,
it's kind of sweet.
Oh no, I've you definitely try to time your release.
Back when it worked
with the breakdown. We're like Cherokee people. That's when you just want to all over her butt and call it a day. All right, and now that we've lost
that is
everyone.
a 3-minute song.
Sex sounds
by the
weird.
way.
Yeah, it really does sound like an angry elephant spraying water on its abuser. And that's how babies are made. All right, where were we? We were talking about my Jewishness. So my mom, I guess Hanukkah started like 2 days ago, and she legit. Oh yeah, I think you're right. It was yesterday. God,
first day yesterday.
She sent an email to my brother about our first Hanukkah as Jews, and we should sing the dreidel song, and sent a link to that in case we forgot the legit like 4 lines to dreidel song.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made you out of clay.
Dreidel, we will play. Yeah, it
I used to kind of know it.
No, isn't it just those 4 words?
I don't know. I'm only one.
When you're dry and ready, Jewish. With dreidel, I shall play.
Oh God, there's more of it. You're right. I thought like dreidel was the religious equivalent of like rock and roll part 2. Just like nah, hey, and like no matter how drunk you are, you can remember the lyrics to that.
Nazis, please stay away. Hey.
Yeah. So I've been calling her bluff because if she wants to go deep with it, I want the Hanukkah gift.
Why are you not getting a present?
I want to take pictures with the beanie, the yarmulke, the yarmulke.
The beanie.
Yeah, I want pictures of that on my social media. Like ostensibly, I know I'm 36 and my entertainment career has gone zippo, but like here, I'm going to say something very not offensive unless you're a huge puss. Pictures of me looking real Jewy would help me in these endeavors. Pictures of me in a yarmulke, because I already look the part. Like I've already got the schnoz and the hair and everything. Like I already look Jewish as all get out. Like you throw
circumcised.
Yeah, of course I'm circumcised, man. Like weren't you? Isn't everyone in America circumcised? Are you not? Are you?
About 50-50.
They botched it.
Nah, it looks fine.
They got bored halfway through. Like, yeah, let's go do something else.
They hedged their bets.
He was
on
very
it.
distracted. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, that
He was
is
watching
really
the
big.
There's a ball
penis.
game
I
on,
did
yeah.
get distracted.
You have a watered down drink of a circumcision.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Travis, you
I think
hooded
so.
cobra?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
you
circumcised.
think you have
think?
no foreskin? Do you have
What
a
do these
foreskin or
public
not?
schools teach you?
Dude, I haven't seen my dick in a couple of years. It's
I know, like when it hangs to pee, yeah, your tummy might be
We
in the way.
can
But
tell
like,
you.
turtleneck or crew neck.
yeah.
We can tell you.
All right, pull it out. Pull it
Okay,
out. Come
all
on.
right.
Let's lay. Everyone, put your money down. I'm laying my
Oh
money on
my
circumcision.
God. I bet. Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
All right,
Parents
pull
have
it out.
money.
I'm circumcised. Yes.
Okay, there we go. This is a bit called pull out or get out. Pete.
Yeah. Totally.
Okay, yeah, I am.
Sweet cut.
And
too.
it's weird just because my dad was like from the old country and straight up had just a big like unclipped Greek hog.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But I guess he was like all in on my mom being the American and just knowing what was right. So
I
they're
bet
like,
he was all in your mom.
he was, and then he ejaculated against her cervix and made me with love.
With his elephant penis.
Egg on your face. Yeah, my dad had a huge dong, man.
Huge uncut donger.
He really did. Like
Are you bragging? Like
Why
No,
the
I
hell not?
totally will. Yeah.
You sound a
Why
bit
not?
nostalgic.
No, it's just like I don't have one, but I at least want to prove
Well,
like
you
it's
could-
somewhere in my DNA.
Yeah. Or you could. I mean, you didn't have to say that part yet. Until the girls start coming in, and then like you have to like explain yourself. But you could have been like, oh, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah, it'd be like a
You
huge
know,
penis runs
yeah.
in my family, and then I unzip. It's like unfortunately,
and it looks
skip
like
me.
that baby is holding an apple.
Yeah, but you should see my brother's cock. It's also a beautiful thing. No,
Damn, he sounds assimilated as F.
yeah, I guess he was just like, no, it's cool. You can mutilate the penis of my heirs. We're in America.
We're
now.
in
That's
America,
the
yeah.
thing.
And we call it gyro.
He legit called it gyro.
I
even though-
will never forget that.
Yeah,
Your Greek dad was like,
it's a gyro. You're in America.
don't say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Call it a gyro.
To
Like
anyone
every
who
other
wants to
idiot
talk
in here.
cultural appropriation of food and that bit, he would just smack him. He'd be like, shut up and eat your sushi taco. You're in America now. God bless him. But yeah, I want to go whole hog if she's not going to shut up about the Jewish thing. Like she was
she deeply religious like at all before she found this out?
well, not. What's that? What'd you say, Pete? My mom's a pole hog.
I said his mom got whole hug.
Oh, she did. Yeah, my dad balled her out deep. That's how they made the babies, me and Will,
Yeah.
with sex in her puss.
I'm learning.
and her
She's
sushi taco.
she's been yes. Brandon, to get to your question, she got deeply religious when my dad passed in 01 because I feel like you have to go that route. Like if you're
That'll happen.
older, you have to be like, oh, he's, I'm not going to die forever and he's going to be somewhere. I went the other route with it. I was like, oh, clearly there's no God or anything we have to pray with. But yeah, she'll playfully throw out the Jewish stuff, but like won't shut up about it. I was like, all right, let's find a synagogue. Like I'm making this work for me.
Wow.
Let's do the damn thing. Because Lord knows I don't do anything with the Orthodox Christianity. I haven't been there in a long time, but
that sounds scary too.
I just want a couple selfies and a damn Nintendo yarmulke, and then I can just put those all over. Because like my buddy Matt Hoffman, growing up when we were kids, had like a Mario yarmulke. And
Oh man. That's
yeah, I was
Can you
like,
have a bar mitzvah?
Oh yeah, is there
I
statute of limitations
suppose.
on this?
No, I think.
Let's give John a bar mitzvah.
Hell yeah. You
Yeah.
got to become a man.
Oh God,
Can we
maybe
have it at your house?
that would straighten me all out.
As opposed to me, as my voice cracks as I say that.
Yeah, that's your problem, Pete. You've never had a tribal ritual.
It's true. I
A
almost
passage into
converted. I
manhood.
should have had a bar mitzvah.
All right,
Damn.
bar mitzvah at Pete's house on this Saturday.
Nice.
We
Who's
can
bring-
recircumcise.
I'm
you.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who-
You're gonna get
We're gonna-
recircumcised.
just cut off what's left. I'm doing
cut-
nothing with
Yeah.
it. Just whittle me down. Yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing with my holiday. As my mom, she wanted to play Jewish, and I'm like, all right, bitch, I'm calling your bluff. We're gonna be Jews now. And she immediately started talking the Bible. It was really funny. Like she thought almost it had gone too far, I think, in her head. and like we had shamed our Christian God. So she just like without missing a beat was like, "Did you know the disciple Paul was originally Saul?" And I was just like, "Why are you Bibling up my Jew time? Because I want in on this.
I need presents.
Yeah, really. I was like, get me all my Jew presents, the 8 days of Jew Christmas, then get me my Christian Christmas presents. I want it, dude. Let's do that.
Heck yeah.
Heck
I
yeah,
don't blame you.
Get some halibut, and that's a Jewish food, right?
halibut. I ate halibut once or twice, so yeah, it's a Jew food.
Sure, yeah.
Now that I have
That's
that
all the proof
power,
I need.
If John has had it, it's officially, yeah.
yeah.
Arby's, the official sponsor.
Jews
of Jewish
love the hell out of Arby's, man.
Do you have to eat Chinese food on Christmas now?
I think
My
I
parents
have
do
like a
that.
superpower where I
Can do whatever the hell you want.
I
Don't
get
have to
to
eat kosher.
exactly. It's pretty much I'm like Blade. I'm a daywalker. Like I have the strengths of both species and none of their weaknesses. Except I have to get injected once a day by Whistler. I love how Travis
pulled that name.
Oh yeah.
Not
Played by
Blade, but Whistler. Jeez.
Yeah, Whistler. Played by Chris Christopherson.
Wow.
I can keep going. Parker Posey was in part 3 along with Triple H.
Yeah.
And
me
Jessica
about
Biel
it.
played Whistler's daughter. Get it? All right, we got nothing
Parker
else.
Posey,
That's our
baby.
show. Travis is just content. Once the hands
Jews, haha.
once Travis's hands go in the pockets of his hoodie, I'm like, that's oh, he's masturbating. Okay, so never mind. The energy has not waned. He's actually whipping himself into a frenzy. Guys, we got 2 stories that I want to talk. You pick. We're gonna do the choose your own
Ooh.
adventure. That's
Whoa.
what it is to be a show host. You throw to everyone else, and then you just kill the show's energy.
Called
We have a
delegating.
story about a guy freaking out on a local highway. We did local highway talk last week. The story of 66 having new $40 tolls into the city.
Did it get to 40? Ugh.
$40 one way. Like I heard a news report the other day because it's been making its way all over national news where they said a $40 commute for the day. I'm like, $40 one way. My people are really good with math, so that's $80 for
Yeah, I
the
was about
day.
to say this is a Jewish topic.
Our office had some people come in like from the transportation or whatever, and like one of the questions was like, "Oh, how bad are the tolls going to get?" They're like, "I mean, technically it could get to like $99, but it should never get more than like $20, $25." And clearly we passed that in the first week it was open.
The first day.
Immediately.
Yeah.
It was 40 on the way back on the 3 p.m. commute. The rap
Lord.
diss track No Vaseline was written about these tolls.
And where's this money going? Does anyone know?
To my
Did I
tribe.
just ask a
No, it's
hard
getting
question?
donated.
Yeah, they
to-
told me at some
to
point. But I
my-
don't remember.
Bitcoin? I don't know.
I think they said they might
Everything-
try to widen the road at some point, and this will help it.
I so doubt it.
Yeah, it would be nice if like the road that hasn't expanded since 1962, as the area has gotten a population roughly 20-fold of what it was. That'd be okay.
Yeah. I think they said they were also going to try to maybe help beef up like the metro area, like the parking around metro stops and whatnot to help encourage people to take that as opposed to driving. But
And we all get a free rape whistle for the scary parking lots.
they don't work, but you get it.
You can like throw it at the guy, I guess.
Yeah, you blow on it and it just says, "I'm being raped. I'm being raped," over and over. So we've got 2 stories.
cute.
We've got a man who was driven, apparently literally bat-ass by the traffic in this area who freaked out on a highway that I frequent 4 times a day in the course of my daily business. And we've got the Keaton Moore, not Keaton Moore. What's Keaton
Jones.
Keaton Jones, yeah. Freudian slip.
I think that's my vote.
Keaton Moore was having sex with 14-year-old girls when he was 12. So no. We've got Keaton Jones. We're doing Keaton Jones then. My man.
Oh, I didn't know I was the only vote, but
You
all right.
apparently-
You spoke
We're
up.
not doing the crazy guy? The naked guy?
We're doing him after.
Oh, whatever.
We'll do him after. Let's do Keaton Jones. Keaton is the story of the week. So I think over the
He's
weekend.
fading fast.
Well, the Keaton Jones story, like literally everything that has been an internet sensation and found by the internet has gone from love to hated in the span of 48 hours. Much like Ken Bone. Remember Ken Bone? And everyone was like, "Look how cute Ken Bone is. I just want to date Ken
my
Bone."
God.
Oh, he's into
Oh,
When
is that
his
the
mom
dude,
picked
the
out that
goofy
sweater,
dad,
it
the
was
sweater,
so
Yeah, he's like, "I'm an independent voter." And 48 hours later, they go through Ken Bone. He does an AMA, and Ask Me Anything, not an ass mouth ass, on Reddit. And he did it from an old account, and they simply go through his posts. And
I thought J-Lo looked hotter with clothes on.
Yeah.
I mean, look at her ass. That's like so lame.
talks about whacking it to the pictures from the fappening.
Yeah.
And a couple.
There's some posts on like some pregnancy porn like subreddit. So he was into some weird stuff.
Oh, I'm saddened that people were offended by that. Like, you figured the moms would step up and be like, yeah, we need some dick at 6 months.
Has Keaton's Reddit post surfaced?
Yeah, Keaton just lives on Asians Gone Wild. He loves and Pelfies.
That's why he got bullied. Like, dude, he kept saying the N-word online.
Of course he was on Reddit.
So this Keaton Jones kid puts out a video, I guess, over the weekend, or his parents release a video.
Hey, you guys.
He does look a little sloth-like. So the poor kid's dinged up. He's got the jacked up bridge of the nose, looking a little fetal alcohol syndrome. He's got a scar on the side of his head. Like, you can see how he gets bullied, which isn't a good thing. I was, I guess, bullied lightly, but I was much more a bully. Like, I've played both sides. I've been bully bisexual, if you will. I was much more so a bully, but once or twice I don't know, does bullying have to be like over the course of time, or can someone just like try to screw with you for 20 minutes and then you're like, there, I was bullied, so it doesn't matter that I bully people?
I think it's time agnostic.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I think you do that all the time, right?
What?
You were like, no. Yeah,
bully
actually,
me?
no, you just bullied people when you.
Well, I was horrible to a couple kids in my gifted and talented classes. So, like, I mean, it's like Lord of the Flies.
you
that's
nerd.
fine. They
Yeah,
should've-
a hierarchy
they
is
deserved
established.
it
Like,
anyways, yeah.
I bullied on the nerds to the other nerds. Like, one of them killed himself, but it was a couple years later. We were good by that point. So,
Did he
like,
name you by name in the suicide note?
he, with his dying breath, like, put his two hands into the gang signs for my initials. But
He couldn't finish writing his last name.
Papa G. Joe.
yeah, he nodded
Blame the
off.
father.
So, yeah.
No, I not to sound like a piece of crap, it never really bugged me. Like, he obviously had much bigger fish to fry than me being a prick to him in 6th grade. Like, I think we were good a couple years later.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Is that the
tell
same
you
guy that you sold weed to, where you jizzed in it though?
No, that was someone else. That guy's alive and well.
What?
Oh, what? No, I used to sell weed all the time in senior year of high school. Like,
And then jizz in it?
yeah, if the people displeased me in some way, shape, or form, I would just jerk into the bag.
Well, it makes it way more, so you don't have to use as much
Exactly.
weed.
Well,
Also sticky.
From
yeah,
a business standpoint, yeah.
one, it simulates excellent marijuana, and two, yeah, I was like just a dumb kid.
So white on
Yeah.
the crystal.
Yeah, and I
Make it
read,
taste like pineapple?
This is what we do.
yeah, this is salty semen. It has a jerky-like taste.
You did not try hard on that one.
Please call it like Sailor Jerry or something a little more
You
clever.
told me I was buying weed and it was like, this is salty semen.
Yeah.
I would probably think twice.
I meant semen like a
The
sailor,
salt
for
is
sure.
subtle.
It's that I come in your
salty
bag.
sailor. Yeah, that's a good one.
I call
Salty
this the
sailor.
Salton Sea. Yeah, I was reading a
call this
interview
Homer.
with the guitarist from Fear Factory, a band no one should know. No one who had sex before their 18th birthday would know the name Fear Factory, but yeah, their guitarist Dino Cesaris was just like, yeah, I used to sell weed and pound off in the bags. I'm like, that's hilarious. And like, you're a dumb kid. You kind of don't draw the line. Well, let's be honest, as a virgin, I'm not giving anyone AIDS. I'm not Ryan White here. Like, it's disgusting, but it's really no different than, I don't know, like when they give the underwear tea to Debo to drink in Friday or whatever the hell, whoever Tiny Zeus Lister played in that film.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember? And Smokey breaks in and he puts the underwear on the straw that Debo's drinking from during the night, and then he drinks it, and Debo can tell something is amiss with his straw. That's the equivalent of me jacking into the dime bags. I mean, it's hilarious, but no one got pregnant in their throat, right?
So who jacked off on Keaton Jones? That's what I'm gathering.
So this guy sold him
Who gave
weed.
him a bad bag,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Keaton Jones is posted questioning the existential nature of bullying. Just like, why? Why are we being bullied? Like,
Deep, bro.
it was very heartfelt to begin with, because it's a kid you're looking at and you're like, oh yeah, that dude gets picked on. Like, especially in the South, where you're not refined like us Northerners who bully each other by jerking off in bags of weed. Your Southern bullying has to be bad, right? Like, they probably just call him the N-word. And he's like, but I'm white. He's like, no, you're not. Not anymore. So this video of him goes viral, and it starts with Chris Evans, who's, I mean, Pete has a lot of man crushes, but like Pete would legit just mount or be mounted by Chris
he's
Evans in
awesome.
any hole.
He's great. He's fantastic.
Yeah, like you would hell in a cell, and the cell would be your ass with Chris Evans, Captain America. And Chris is like, "Hey, you want to come to the Avengers premiere?" And Mark Ruffalo, who, like, let's be honest, plays the Hulk when the
Wants
Hulk
to be as
isn't
hot as Chris.
cool. Well, that too, yeah. Like, I feel if you're Chris Evans, like I'm Mark Ruffalo. Like I'm just the hairy, not really sure why he's a movie star, because you're like, that guy just looks like a kind of sexy delicatessen. Like he's not movie star attractive. Like he's okay for a restaurateur.
He looks like a sexy sub shop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like he's the cute Subway
A
owner.
little too much oil on that one.
But he gets in on it, and let's be honest, the Avengers wad has already been blown. Like, what's he gonna do? Like, you're gonna play Son of Hulk? You know, like,
Yeah.
well, he can't.
Actually,
do
when
it.
I saw that and he said that, he was like, "Yeah, if you need someone to go to the premiere with, I'm actually need somebody to go with me."
Yeah.
So,
You can be my.
but it was funny
+1.
because like he did do that like afterwards, and he was like, "Yeah, you should come to the premiere." And I'm like, "Mark, you're not really doing like anything." Like,
Yeah.
like Chris said that first.
Is the
Like,
guy
you should
dibs.
invite him to do something else, but you kept talking about the Avengers. Like you were gonna do something.
like legit? Yeah. Are we going to get to the point like the key grip is like, you can watch me put down gaffer's tape? You know, like what the-
Exactly.
like that ship done sailed. So it's this great heartfelt moment, and everyone is, you know, Team Keaton. How horrible this has happened to this poor boy. And then again, within 24 hours, people start finding his mom's Facebook.
The racist alarm just started going off.
Yeah, God, we love our racist alarm, don't we?
We love going really deep into anybody that gets like
Oh, yeah.
about 20K retweets.
Everyone's an investigator online.
Yeah.
As soon as you get known for something,
I
your
need
post
to
history is dug
find
up.
the dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I mean, it happened very fast. They go through her Facebook pro, which is weird to me because it's like, isn't everyone's Facebook private? Like, so this had to be like a friend of a friend was the snitch here, right? Like taking the screen caps of her profile with multiple pictures of like her
Not every
holding the
I think you
Confederate
can just go
flag
to
and
a Facebook profile and
it depends
Look
on
at
the
the-
settings.
their
I mean, but
photos.
sometimes it depends
Well, yeah.
on how much will show up. But some people, like I know people who still have their like phone number listed on their Facebook, and it's just out there for anyone to see. So some
Yeah.
people really don't pay attention to like the security or privacy stuff.
Especially if you live in Alabama.
That's true.
I'm surprised she knew how to work a computer.
Yeah, really. No, you don't have to worry about internet security there because it's hard to hack on a 56K. The computer's hissing. You think someone's trying to hack into us?
I don't know.
Hang up the phone. That'll get them done. Yeah. So we find out that Keaton's mom is way into Southern heritage, shall we say diplomatically, and immediately you've got, I guess, the Black folks Twitter, as it's called on Reddit, or was it just Black Twitter?
Yes,
On Reddit?
Black Twitter.
Yeah. They immediately
called
run
everywhere.
with, there's a million black kids bullied every day. Why aren't they getting this kind of traction? And it's like, which is just a weird angle to take, because it's like, hey, I put out my stupid podcast. Why am I not Joe Rogan? Like, S happens. You know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. I don't know what to tell
We
you.
should build a statue of Keaton Jones so we can tear it down.
Well,
I think we
also
just need to
it's
bully
because
a ton of
lot
little black
racist
kids.
white people are
Uh,
super fragile.
Yeah, that could be it.
Probably the most fragile, and they need to huddle and share around each other, and that is why it went so viral. And then
You
they
might be
had
right.
tertiary effect, which like they know a couple black people, and then they shared it maybe, but like that's it.
Well, apparently all racist white people have one Jew lawyer, too.
exactly.
That guy has media connections.
was super sad. He's not going to get any more money.
Oh, well, that was disgusing. Pete, leave the studio.
What did I do? That was.
It's an ugly
If you think
stereotype
that was my
regarding
Jewish
people.
voice? It's not true.
Gonna have to fine you for that. Pay me money and you can stay in the
Find
studio.
me for that?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna
Holy
get out
crap.
of here.
yeah. Pay up or get out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'll whip it
you,
out.
you dumb Jew.
Oh, that's disgusting,
like I need
Travis.
more
You
credit.
also
What?
owe
What
me
I
money
say?
now.
What I say?
I'm going to sue you, sir. That's the way of my people.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
you would.
Sal Dorward is in the studio.
He is a quarter Italian. Isn't that weird to you? It's weird.
A
to
little
me.
bit, yeah.
I would never
Yeah.
really peg Travis as Italian because he's like a virgin
Do you have
beyond
like
age
Italian
14.
cousins?
My
Like
grandma's very Italian. And
Does she ever yell at you like, "Hey, like, why aren't you like pounding? You know, like why aren't you crushing it out there?
Yeah.
You know,
why don't you crushing puss?
Exactly. Mashing
you puss.
Ginza box.
God gave you a salami. You need to beat it up."
Put it in the Stromboli. That was the word I was looking for. 2 seconds too late to be funny. So it comes out his mom is into that, and she's just been like, those pictures were taken in jest, which is a weird.
It's not racist. It's a joke.
Yeah, which is, let's be honest, I guess it's the best way you can spin it, but I would have, given what then leaked about the dad, I would
What
have.
happened with the dad?
Yeah, I miss a lot of this aftermath.
He said it was the best way you could spin it.
Well,
Could have pulled the Jeremy London. I was kidnapped and forced to do drugs, and that is why I'm off the wagon.
Jeremy London was one of those completely
I
screwed up
freaking
guys.
loved him, dude.
He was so lost to drugs. Like, I know none of you guys remember the Warrant singer Janie Lane. Janie Lane was such a big alcoholic that near the end they took to just like putting a collar around him that said like, "I am Janie Lane, the former singer of Warrant. Here's my contact info. If you find me, call my wife at number X." Like a suitcase. like a suitcase with a BAC of 0.4, and you would just wake up and find Janie Lane in your doghouse and be like, "Oh, time to call Bobby Brown," because that he wasn't married to the Bobby Brown. He just, I believe, had a wife who was a model named Bobby Brown. Yes,
Interesting.
yeah, I think it was Bobbi.
Yeah, but Jeremy had that. He was off the wagon for a while, or whatever, and his excuse was once he got in trouble, he was like, "I was forced.
I was abducted and at gunpoint. Yeah, forced to get high,
forced to do drugs,"
which is just
like no one in the world has ever been forced to do.
Nicest hostage takers ever.
Yeah.
Peer pressure is real.
Yeah,
It is.
okay.
It is. Here, take a drink.
It's true. Like, I know it's really bad for me and Travis because Pete just
But not
keeps
a lot,
on
'cause I
getting
still want
some. And he's like, "Come on, you get laid. You'll like it." And Travis and I are like, "No." We giggle like the three little maids from school. We're like, keeping our cherries intact. So Keaton's dad is like, if his mom is dipping her toe in the white power pool, like his dad has, he's like Rodney Dangerfield and Back to School doing the triple Lindy, like deep into the deep end of the racist pool. Like he's got the ink. He's just he's all in on the white power. Like he's got all the white power, the stuff you would put on an actor if he was going to be chilling with Schillinger for a couple episodes in Oz.
Like American History X type.
Yeah,
tattoos.
exactly. Some real curb biting stuff on this guy. And his mom is dumb. His mom should have just been like, "I married his dad. His dad corrupted me." His dad's all into that crap because his dad's been in jail since 2015. I don't think he's going anywhere till next year. Just blame it all on the dad.
Yeah.
Instead, she has to be like, "No, I took these joke pictures with Confederate flags saying, you know, like heritage, not hate," or whatever.
After
that
copulating with said racist Nazi guy.
Yeah, and it's great because it puts everyone in this weird bind where they're like, "Well, I guess we should still be nice to him. I don't know. Should we be nice to the bullied kid? I guess."
Like, well, we already said all this stuff. I guess we can't back.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
Sure, yeah, we should be nice to him or whatever. No one should be bullied, but why did anyone give him money? That's the part that really, like,
what's the money part?
dude, he has a GoFundMe and it's at like 80K or something.
I
right
had
now.
heard
There's
that
there's a legitimate GoFundMe, but then there's
Is
a bunch
there?
of other fake ones.
Yeah, I had heard.
But like
this-
someone not involved with the family like set it up for them or something.
It's still absurd why anybody would give them money for being like that. Doesn't
Yeah.
fix bullying
It's like you
at all.
I mean, given how I
it does
opened the
fix
show,
happiness,
I should be saying that part.
but
Why give them money? Why? That's
Why?
foolishness.
No, I just think it's silly.
You're being
There's
Meshuggah.
people and kids that are like, hey, like,
I mean,
this kid is dying. And they're like,
I don't think he's dying. Is he dying?
no. Like other kids are dying.
we're all dying.
Everybody's
Yeah.
dying. Yeah, and they're just like, well,
Thank-
he got bullied.
Thank you, Nietzsche
We-
Norwood over there.
We should give him a couple.
Now he's gonna get bullied and robbed.
I
I know what you're saying though.
hope so.
That's just, I don't know what to tell you other than that's how the human brain works. We cannot put a face to like the humanitarian crisis in Syria
It's so silly.
We can't do anything in our brains about Africa, but if some kid who's bullied gets a GoFundMe, you're like, yes, I can use my PayPal to do something.
Buy some therapy.
Yeah, I want to put the same amount of effort that I put into re-upping my vitamins via Amazon every month into helping people. And that is the extent of my effort.
Yeah.
You get my magic dollars. Because we're lazy. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's a bad thing. It's just how 100 years of like
It
the
just
economy
sucks.
and 9-to-5 jobs and the government have shaped us. Like we work and we come home and we're exhausted. And the average member of our world doesn't want to do crap. But you're like, here's something that on an emotional level pulls at my heartstrings, and here's money. That's really all it is. I mean, like, there's legit Syrian kids probably trying to pull that shtick now. Or it's like,
Oh, I believe that.
why did they bomb? Explain bombing. Why? Why?
You've done stand-up. You know all about bombing.
Hi-oh.
So donate to John's.
Exactly.
John's Bomb Fund.
I'll shave a little fake scar into the back of my head if it makes you feel better. And Lord knows I've kind of got the grown-up Keaton face already, so it's good. Well, you can.
I can like break your nose and
mush up my nose some.
Yeah.
Don't bully kids. How's that? Don't bully kids. Don't be a racist. And don't.
I mean,
bully
bully
kids.
him now that he's getting all this stuff. Like,
well, that's like bullying based on merit. And
he's gonna come back from the
that is fine, totally fine.
He's gonna come back from the Avengers premiere. This is a DC Comics school, boy.
Batman, Superman in these halls. Beat him up. Where's your Wolverine now? That would be funny. God damn.
Run like the Flash.
Okay, so yeah, that is Keaton. We got to the bottom of that, right? That we don't have to do any more there. That's just all taken care of.
Beat him up, don't give him money.
Yeah, we've sorted it out. Beat the child. Brandon, you put it very succinctly. I like that, man. Thank you. So we can talk.
Yeah, nothing else happened in Alabama.
No, absolutely nothing. Oh,
nothing nowhere.
Oh, yeah. So we can do a little bit of political talk if you want. Why the hell not? Roy Moore
bullied Keaton Jones.
Yes,
I'll finish your sentence.
Yeah, Roy Moore went back in time and made Keaton's parents racist. It was like the Yeah, it was like the Terminator, except instead of shooting Sarah Connor, he just gave her a copy of Mein Kampf, and he was like, "Read." Just said that into her ear 500 times while she slept. She woke
Probably
up.
signed it too. And later denied that he ever did.
Great book. Love it while taking dumps. Love Roy. So yeah, Roy Moore, who I guess got a lot of. He was known years ago for being the judge that demanded he get to hang 10 Commandment plaques.
Thought you were going somewhere else.
No,
Alabama hanging.
What's up?
Yeah. And that's how he became friends with the Jones family. So no, he was big on the religious stuff, and he got his rep on thumbing his nose at federal government, which I get it. The South has not been much of a fan of the federal government since 1861-ish. We've had problems since then. Then was running for Senate.
Yeah, wasn't he also removed twice from the judgeship for
fired twice?
Yeah, trying to go against the Constitution, essentially.
Pretty much just saying, you know what, I don't give a damn. This is what I believe.
Yeah.
And that's what's always scary, when people like encourage you like wholeheartedly to like chase your dreams, do what your gut tells you. Like, some of us have bad guts.
Yeah, he said like all the amendments after the 10th, we just get rid of them.
Yeah,
they just complicate things too much.
Speaking of him being like religious, did you see the video of his like campaign spokesman on CNN?
Oh, loved it.
That was such a good video. I should have told you about. Did you see it?
Yes, I'm not very like the average viral video lets me down. Like I saw that Keaton Jones video and I was like, no, keep hitting that kid. But a video. I guess we're not going to look up the audio. Screw it. That slows us down. But a campaign.
You can just go to my Twitter. I retweeted it.
Takes too long. Sorry,
okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Sorry. That ship sailed. Campaign spokesperson.
Can you reenact it real quick?
We can do it real fast. Yeah.
All right. You're Jake. You're the other guy.
Which one? Wait, who is he?
He's Jake. He's Tapper.
Oh, he's the
Jake Tapper.
Mm-hmm. Wait, which one is that though? I don't know the names of these people.
Is Jake Tapper the dumb one?
No.
Jake Tapper's the
You're
CNN
the
guy.
guy. You're the Roy Moore guy.
Guys.
Okay, I'm Roy Moore.
I
Guy.
want to be the Roy Moore guy.
Oh,
Fine, be the Roy
wow.
Moore guy.
Dude, it's your show, buddy.
Do the Roy Moore.
Let's just do this for 20 minutes.
No.
It is Hanukkah.
I insist. You
whatever
be the
you want.
dumb religious.
No, you.
You're trying to get more into
Yeah,
religion
you're
now.
Jewish,
so-
actually. This guy, he's Christian. You gotta.
That's true. Yeah, I've abdicated. All right, because you start off the clip.
Okay, so I forget exactly how it starts, but it's basically him saying like, if you swear on a Christian Bible in court, and that's law. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, you swear on a Christian Bible, and I believe Muslims cannot do that. And
Yeah.
The
So
CNN,
you remember it better.
so the CNN guy is like, well, you know that you don't have to swear on a Christian. You can swear on anything. And you're
No, I've done it. I've done it three times.
Yeah.
Right, because you're Christian, and you could choose that. You can swear on anything, a Jewish Bible, a Muslim, whatever, and then he just pauses.
No,
for
he
like,
says, well, Donald Trump. I can
At
tell you
the
when
end.
Donald Trump, when he was sworn in as president, he was sworn in on a Christian Bible. And then
the great part of that that was after he
was it
paused.
really?
Yeah.
That was after he paused for
Pause.
10 seconds. And
Just
then it
mouth
was
agape.
and then you could tell in his eyes that it was like, oh, I got this. Like
Trump.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Like all roads lead to Donald.
As they were cutting away from them too. I love that part.
oh,
He-
and they're just like, we're done
He's
here.
just quiet for a few seconds. He's like,
Yeah,
all
it's
right,
like,
well,
yeah, because he's
thanks
Christian.
for
he chose
joining
that.
us.
Yeah, we got our money shot. Like, no, you can swear on what you can swear on Action Comics 15 for whatever matters. And I think that was the first Superman, right?
That sounds about right.
I'm gonna look it up, and if it's Action Comics
I'm gonna look it
15, okay, you look it up, producer Pete.
DC Comics.
Oh God, no, wait,
Superman.
was no. Oh God, he was Action Comics 1, Batman's Amazing Stories 15. Look them both up. I'm gonna go for double credit.
They're such a nerd.
Like, we don't look the clip up, but we definitely look up the Batman.
Yeah, bring the show to a grinding halt for that. That's
We
what
don't
I
have time to bring up the audio, but we can poorly reenact it for
that was more
Hey, I think it
compelling.
was
Five
actually
straight
a great
minutes.
success. Okay, maybe not great,
What
but
was
you
your
know.
thing?
Superman's Action Comics 1
Yeah, of course.
and Spider-Man's Amazing Stories 15.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Now silence. This is where
Type.
Why are we what's this for?
this is just my own edification. Just me proving that.
Cool.
Pretty damn close. Amazing Fantasy 15.
Ah, God. All right, I have to cut off my pinky.
Boo.
That's the law. That is the law. Okay. Oh, we also had. Oh God. Ooh.
Do we want to talk?
Some nudity.
Oh crap! I forgot I had that story included. It was actually a good one. But Travis, no, go to you.
Well, we don't have to, but the Roy Moore's wife with the whole
I mean, it's just been this great
people talk.
story.
Double
This
anal? Oh, no.
never-ending story of Roy Moore is really, let's be honest, this thought I have up here, like just how backwards can Alabama be? Where are they going to vote for Roy Moore, who has
one of his attorneys is a Jew. Did you hear?
I did hear that. I learned that from Jew Washington Post.
She
that's
she
the
got
paper I
us.
subscribe to.
She got
She
us.
was so proud of herself when she said
Such
it.
a
too.
mic drop moment.
Yeah.
She was just
That's one of my
like, I
fav-
gotcha.
That's maybe one of my top 5 favorite things in the world. Just like a person who does like a mic drop moment, but it was just everyone else knows it was terrible, but they're like, I nailed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just
nailed
that
that.
false sense of
My
accomplishment.
favorite ball player's a black. Yeah. And you just walk away. So I mean, Roy Moore has been under fire for like what, 2 months now? The Post story broke saying that he was.
Yeah, I mean, there's
courting
plenty of terrible things he did before that.
tons of crap. I mean, just a really vile
Yeah,
candidate.
give him credit where it's due. Like
Yeah,
he's been terrible forever.
He's a
But
terrible. He's a hipster guy.
I don't want to make light of it, but if the shoe were on the other foot and there was a Dem, well, let's be honest. If there were a Dem that were that big a piece of crap, I'm gonna get this political. I don't think they would have run that dude. You know what I mean?
Definitely
Like
not.
they.
I mean, Al Franken stepped down because of like some of the photos he took of like him
Yeah.
pretending to honk some boobs. Like if he was diddling children, he would have been gone a long time ago.
that is a genuine difference in the parties.
Yeah.
Like let's not tiptoe around that. But
It shouldn't be a partisan thing either. It's so weird.
well, if the shoe were on the other foot and like a senator, was up for election here and like some pretty bad crap came out about the Democrat, but you then had to vote otherwise, what, for a dude who like supported Trump or pretty much in absentia vote for that guy by doing a write-in candidate, like, what would you do? I mean, like, as much as like we get to laugh at Alabama and be like, look who they almost elected, what pieces of crap. Like, if the shoe were on the other foot,
You got to do what you got to do. But I also think that they wouldn't have run that guy.
Yeah.
I think it boils
I
down
think
to
we'd
that.
just be smarter than that. We'd be like, yeah, no, we're gonna lose a bunch of votes. Like, people aren't going to.
I want to
sit
believe the
there and,
Dems,
like,
yes, would have
eat a bowl full of crap.
Like, done a concerted write-in effort, but also, yeah, that guy just wouldn't have made it that far.
Yeah.
Like, they do seem better about the self-policing. Like, say what you will about.
I mean, they're not
parties.
without fault or issues.
Hell no.
But they don't support children.
But like the old Black Michigan diddler, I think he's gone. Al Franken diddler's gone. Like, they've taken a pretty firm non-diddling stand. And I said that country
diddling
style.
party.
Yeah, with an apostrophe N.
Diddling for some, and miniature American flags for others.
Miniature diddlings for others. Yeah. I don't know though. Like, if it somehow wound up that way, I don't know. I like that it didn't wind up that way because it's fun to be like,
I
hey.
hope we just we
And as you
got a
reminded
plan
us,
B.
and as the entirety of Twitter has reminded us, pretty much
we are the party
everyone.
of Plan B. So
Oh yeah, good old Plan B. Plan B is my Plan A. To quote a chick I Baldwin.
in their box.
Oh yeah, and so I was like, well, you're not getting a condom. Yeah, I was going to say something, but I've completely run out of steam. I don't know, man. I don't know.
You wouldn't feel comfortable if we were running somebody like that. And I completely understand. I don't think everybody. No, we would be like, yeah, Republicans won, because we'd be so mad that the Democrats kept somebody in.
I mean,
yeah, people would either write in somebody else or just not vote at all.
I can say this again: the difference in the parties. Yeah, like if the
I don't think it
Dems
would be the
tried
same
that,
at all.
they would have. The Republican would have won in a landslide.
Yeah.
At least in this.
I mean, there definitely probably still would have been some people that did it and been like,
hell
you know,
yeah.
we gotta
And
do
I'm
this,
saying
like,
I might have been one of those pieces of crap. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have been like,
gonna do it.
I really like abortion. Like, like it's great. What did I just do?
I told you I'm a sweetheart.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Lena Dunham.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Lena took it way too far. Like, Lena was like, I wish I'd had an abortion. It's like, no, you don't, you stupid bitch. Like, I know you're rich and all, but like, your cooter bleeds for like 2 months pretty much after that thing. It's a mess. I think it's actually like a week, but I exaggerated to comedic effect, Travis. That's one of the tricks. That's
You
one
did.
of the
I wasn't
quivers in
gonna
my
correct
comedic
you.
arrow. Yeah, no, I think for a week it pretty much looks like beef stew down there. You're just
Basically.
yeah, pretty much just living in the
Vegetable
bathtub or on the toilet. But that's how you get the hemorrhoids.
The more you know.
Yeah. So Crazy Man in Sterling.
Yeah.
We doing Crazy Man in Sterling? Sterling, Virginia, right next door to Fairfax, Virginia, right next door to Washington, D.C. We do the show out of Fairfax. I live in Fairfax. I'm in Sterling at least 5 times a week. Given where this takes place, I sympathize with him. Sterling man's facing multiple charges after assaulting a driver, stripping naked, and jumping on a passing truck near Dulles Airport on Tuesday. According to Fairfax County Police, Jose Gonzalez Flores, 32 of Sterling, was involved in a crash with 2 different cars while traveling southbound on Sully Road near Frying Pan Road around 4 p.m. Tuesday. I made that commute back when I had a 9-to-5 job, maybe 300 to 400 times. Frying Pan Road was my road. After the crash, Gonzalez assaulted one of the drivers involved. Been in a lot of crashes. Never had that urge. Interesting. Playing a bit of like jazz with life. Again, the GTA influence, just thinking outside the box, coloring outside the lines. Assaulted one of the drivers involved and returned to his pickup truck to throw items onto Sully Road.
Just items, just like
Just items.
I know, not even
like
feces.
loose change
What the
and
hell?
I'm assuming
clothes,
lawn,
half
lawn
a
care
water bottle.
lawn equipment of some sort, right?
You're just assuming that.
Yeah.
Like the pink flamingos.
No, just
You're assuming Lopez is throwing
yeah.
lawn equipment.
Yeah,
all over.
like bags of Miracle Grow lawnmowers. He's a Latino with a pickup truck. So I know Brandon tried to keep it innocent, but no, a piece of human garbage, Brandon. He proceeded to take off his clothes and began running into traffic before jumping on a passing truck and breaking its window. That is where things get terrifying.
Yeah, that well, I saw the video
See
and
that?
I'm so glad somebody had the video of it. It is fascinating.
He is hitting that thing like an animal.
Yeah, he looks like
with
he was a
full force.
Yeah, he looks like a caveman that just like defrosted it, like woke up naked in the woods and just started attacking the next big metal dinosaur he found. Like he's on top of it. Just it was fascinating.
I know he was hitting that to like the effect where I was like that, because I think he had an object in his hand.
Yeah, I think it was like a rock or something.
Something, but I was like, he was hitting that to the effect that like if he had hit that with his own hand, he would be shattering it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like with such force. And I was like, wow, this
Sounds
this
like
guy
we
could
need a
probably
wall.
eat a face.
On the side of the road,
I'm
right?
with you. Like some sort of Jersey wall on Route 28. I love this story, man.
Yeah.
Like anything crazy happening in my hometown, like the people of Florida have to love being in Florida. Like I would love seeing my home state having all this crazy crap. This is two weeks in a row we're making the news for the wrong reasons. Like usually this area, it's just DC news and it's not really Nova getting love, but now 2 weeks of Nova getting singled out for being crappy. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, when there was a murder suicide 2 houses from me, it was a great week for me.
That would have been my Facebook status for a month.
Yeah.
Remember that time there's a murder suicide?
I tweeted the picture of like the news,
That's my
like
Facebook profile frame.
next to the bodies.
You just yeah.
Just tributing the chalk outline.
Nah, but me and my friend almost got shot that night by a cop because we
Were you
got
trying to-
drunk and went to investigate because there was a shit.
What? That's fine.
F8.
A lot of like emergency response vehicles around the neighborhood, and we were curious and drunk and 20-year-olds, and yeah, a cop found us and was not too pleased.
Really?
Yes.
And
And then he just told us about what was happening. I was like,
I did it.
Was the gun unholstered?
I exaggerated when I said we almost got caught.
Oh man,
They showed it. They
should've
did a
lied.
flashlight. I mean, yeah, they snipers and such.
He hit me
Let
with a
me down.
flashlight.
You let me down, dude.
And yeah, I did it
Those flashlights are no joke.
actually.
Sorry.
Yeah, I always love a good naked man story though. Like I don't understand the impulse when you're
Oh no.
drunk or whatever it is to just remove all the clothes.
Oh yeah, I forgot
If
that
you
part.
see someone get naked, get the F out
Yeah.
of there, dude. Like it's about to get really serious, and they're not gonna like pull their punches.
If you see Dick, say something.
Yeah,
like
they're-
they are not. Yeah.
I no, you're completely right. I understand the impulse maybe to get smashed in traffic and then be like, no, I'm attacking you with a rock, but to then include your own nudity. Like
It wasn't warm. It's been
means
pretty
death.
cold here
Yeah.
too.
Like that would be my impulse if I had a huge cock. Like, but it would be literally anything. Like I'd express joy by getting naked too, or
Stand
sadness.
on the
Yeah.
side of
Like,
a helicopter.
what? My daddy died. I'm an orphan, and then I just pull down my pants. Yeah,
Helicopter.
yeah. I just like
Sad Choppa.
my dick is just for comedic effect. You know, like it wouldn't contribute anything to the scenario in terms of expressing rage. Like people would see me running toward them and be scared, and then they look down and just be like. Like laugh watching a Japanese game show, you know. They just like it would just
exactly why you're ready to kill.
yeah transcends all language. Just funny.
Yeah, there's no one out there with a big swinging that's looking to take it all off and then murder someone.
Yeah,
Like they're
John.
after that point, they're kind of like, you know what? I kind of mellowed out.
Oh yeah,
I understand you guys are in amazement.
John
And,
Holmes
Kind of cool right now.
was like a witness to the Wonderland murders, but he did not commit the Wonderland murders. At least Boogie Nights reenactment would
Right.
have me believe that. I think he might have actually killed someone. Any of the
I'm
huge
sure he
cocks.
did actually. That he was there was a lot of craziness going on over there.
Our theory is debunked. People with huge
We
penises
should
don't kill.
we should get to the bottom of that.
You can bottom. Oh, that was such a bad stretch.
I want top.
Thank you. Thank
No,
you
we
for
need to
saving
find
me
out.
from that.
We need to find out, like, has anyone with a giant dome murdered anyone?
Oh, I'm sorry. You can mix two different stereotypes and get really quickly to the bottom of that. Race with huge penis, race in prison.
Oh,
Venn diagram
Damn
it. Yeah. All right. All right.
God,
Sorry.
white guy though.
I just, if you're going
As a
down
white kid,
stereotype lane, I know these have both been. Brandon, you bring out a lot of racial animus in me. I
do.
don't know what it is. It's your very white face.
Yep, that'll happen.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Brandon.
Makes
I'm like racially a mutt too, though.
You dirty Indian.
your face is a
Native American. Come on.
I think Brandon's face is like a race hate safe space.
I think you just wanted to rhyme.
It did work. It did work. All right, let's wrap up with this, guys.
What else you got? We got our. Do we want to talk about our lady, our long lost love?
We can do long lost love next episode, I think, because we got to roll in like 5
She's
minutes.
dead by then.
Then it was never meant to be.
That's true.
All right,
Could've saved
Satoru Anzaki, dying Japanese man, throws end of life party. Story is pretty interesting. This dude, diagnosed with gallbladder cancer, invited 1,000 guests, including friends, former schoolmates, business partners, and employees, to an event. The 80-year-old threw an end of life party. Like,
was he loaded or like?
Yeah, he's like some sort of titan of
Okay.
industry. But it got me thinking. Oh man! So among the surprises, sorry, real fast, he had to entertain his guests and keep the mood from turning melancholy. He had a group of dancers put on a performance at his home. I guess that's like really wild in Japan. And he tried to shake hands with a bunch of them. All right, so it might have been staged because he's A, Japanese, and B, like older than dirt. But it got me thinking, like, if you knew you were going to croak, one, would you want to do this? And two, how would you throw down?
Man, that's.
Am I an
tough.
old person like him, or like if this happened like tomorrow?
By the way, I would have two parties. There's a public event and there's a private event.
Yeah, I feel like I go two ways with it. One would be a party to be spiteful and just like obnoxious to people, and one that I want people to come to. And the public one, I would just invite a bunch of people, but just turn them away at the door. So they all get dressed up and show up, and I'm like, no, sorry, we're full.
Pretty
You
smart.
can't come in.
No, he already died. Sorry.
Like just cookies filled with E.
It'll
coli.
just be me
Here you
peeking
go.
out the blinds, shaking my head.
Look at that traffic. Those suckers. I'm not
Jay,
gonna
what would
sit that
your?
long.
I'm sorry, Pete. What would your two parties be?
See, I'm not really sure, but I mean, I know one of them would be absolutely full of deviance and nefarious acts, and the other ones I wouldn't invite my parents to.
I guess you're right. You would have to do like a good boy party and a bad boy party.
Because I would think so, because like when he was talking about that party, and I was like, oh, that sounds like that's going to be like intense and stuff. Maybe when you've lived as much as him, you're like, I don't really care anyways. I'm just trying to have like a pretty sweet shindig.
Yeah.
Like the cheese plates are awesome.
You can get like a moon bounce and the bears from Chuck E. Cheese, the animatronics.
Mhm.
Eyes Wide Shut meets Dave and Buster's.
That's,
A lot of
that's
games,
awesome.
That
lot of
sounds
orgies.
incredible.
That sounds amazing. Yeah, like no,
You guys are invited. Just don't expect
F
to get
yeah,
in.
dude. A swingers party at an arcade. That's all.
No
That's
children.
Perfect. You know what? He hit the nail on the head.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
die
think you
next
might have.
week and get that just rolling.
That's incredible. Yeah, I would just think like a weekend with a lot of prostitutes, a lot of drugs, a lot of alcohol, a lot of food,
Mhm.
and your
Yeah.
friends.
See
And
what
like,
heroin's like. You're going anyway.
exactly.
Mm.
I don't know. Heroin, even then. Yeah, you got to at least once, but like near the end.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when you're right at the end.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, I guess. Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird. Everyone's mind, I think, goes there. Like I'm not the horniest dude, but like I'll be goddamned if I don't want a punch bowl full of like Coke and Viagra and a lot of escorts like just around. Like I want like 5 days where I do feel like, you know, Rico Strong. Like I'm just banging it. Like I am the man. Like they know I'm signing the checks. They're loving me. You don't have to use rubbers. I mean, on all counts, like who cares? Like if you get the drips for your last couple days, you can just laugh about it. Maybe your name lives on.
You don't want to give the drips, though.
That's true.
And again, you don't have to worry about
true.
living with the guilt. So
Yeah, you might not be sneezing on your hand for the handshake, but someone might have sneezed on their hand, shook your hand. I get it. You're still passing on the snot.
Well, listener Tom Puppet says that he would have a roast.
A roast
in his honor. Yeah,
like we all zing him.
He would, yeah, legit like to get roasted.
Tom's a sweet man who thinks like,
assuming
in a more creative way than all of us. He should be in the studio right now.
Yeah,
assuming all the roasters are funny, like a bad
That's the
roast
problem.
is
And you have to
really
make sure they
the-
make good jokes too. They don't try to play it safe because they feel bad. Because you're like,
yeah,
oh, you're something
no,
stupid.
Yeah.
no, like you
Come
should
at
be
me hard.
trying to kill me
Yeah.
with that joke, please.
Yes.
I can picture, Sarah Roche getting up and being like, "So, oh my god," and just running off. That'd be amazing. God bless you, Sarah. We still love you. But yeah, that you're right. It would just be our Nova friends, all the comedians who, let's be honest, we perform once a week.
I'm not hanging out with comedians right before I die.
I know that would be such a downer. Let's be like the comedians who've become my friends. Maybe. I guess that's you.
So me.
Yeah.
Just get up there after everybody's done. Why couldn't it have been all of you? That's it. Like, why couldn't it have been? Instead, it should have been all of you. You're scum.
All those assholes are just thinking like, oh, I'm probably gonna get some minutes out of this.
Oh yeah. I know it's you're dying here, but I've got a new tight 17 I want to try out. Yeah.
If you have done an open mic at any time in the DC area, at some point I have wished you were dead.
Oh god, yeah. Oh god, yeah. Myself included.
I watching people just like after 2 minutes, like, can you just drop dead? Like,
yeah. Oh no.
We got like 20 more comics to do.
Yeah.
That includes you two, by the way.
Oh, I know.
About me, Travis.
So did everybody go over their experience?
What they would do for the party?
Yeah, what they would do.
I think we all
agree.
Drugs? Like I think drugs do have to be in the mix. Hookers have to be in the mix. Like
I don't know if I would want to lose my virginity like right before.
Oh, you do an Isaac Newton.
What if it's like so great?
You want to go to heaven?
No, and then maybe it's so great. I'm like,
I have to get married real quick. And
I could have been doing this the entire time, and then I'm just pissed off like right before I die.
Like you start crying like the Indian who saw the litter. You're like, this is great.
Like why didn't I peer pressure some 16-year-old when I was in high school? When I was in high school,
the biggest regret would be not sexually assaulting someone.
You were in high school at age 22. That's the problem. Oh my god, that would be.
I didn't say attending high school. I just said
so. Okay,
high school.
Beyond. Let's just say beyond then the requisite sex and drugs. What would you want? Like,
well, I would also say if there were drugs, I feel like I would have. Some people would have to do some drugs. Like some people who don't usually do drugs. It's like, all right, if you come to this party, I need to see what you are like on these drugs just before I go.
Oh, like Devin, you're doing acid.
Great. Yeah. That's how we get traffic on 495.
That's a good point. The guy that got naked was just coming from
drugs.
A super weight.
Well, I get naked and start destroying trucks.
I want the 91 Redskins. I want to see Mark Rippon. He can bring his hot daughter. I want to shake Art Monk's hand before I die. I want to say thank you to Daryl Green.
I want to learn how to parallel park before I die.
Well,
I know that's super lame, but
no, I've been meaning
no one
to
will
teach you.
No one will teach me
because
I've legitimately asked people and they just laugh at me.
No, you've never asked me. You've seen me do it, and you're like, "That's magic. I'll teach you."
Will you actually?
Yeah,
I need to learn.
It's really not that difficult. I'll teach you.
I know, but I don't want to do it by myself.
Like, not finding a parking spot.
Actually, I spent a lot of money on Ubers just because I can't drive for the van.
All right. You know what? There's your Christmas present.
Thank you. Can we do it at your bar mitzvah?
You are 132nd.
Sure. We're doing it. We're hitting the Surf Rider outro right now. But you know what? We've actually resolved something, unlike any other episode we've ever done.
Maybe this is how I'll die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be that bad at it. We're both.
You will
out.
kill us at 3 miles an hour, and it will be impressive. And then we're going to be the weird Nova story that everyone laughs at. All right, everyone. That was Papa's Basement. I'm your host, John Papa Giorgio. Hence the show's weird name. If you like the show, contribute to our Patreon. Look up Papa's Basement .com Patreon, something like that. Just Google Patreon Papa's Basement, and you're all good. You can find the show on Stitcher, on iTunes. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, hide your kids, hide your wife. YouTube.com. You can also find us there. God darn it, Travis. Now I can't concentrate. We had Travis Dorwood in studio. He is at Travis Dorwood on Twitter. We had Pete Maybe in studio. He is at Pete Maybe. And we had Mr. Brandon. Last name starts with a J.
I might change mine to Teacup.
Teacup.
I'm Brandon L.K. Hall.
Brandon
L.K. Lee and Kyle.
There you go. You sound like a serial killer. Brandon Lee Kyle.
Every time I kill, I take a new name.
All right. That was everything.
That's
Till the next one.
Teaspoon.
We are out of here.
We're home free. School's out, baby.
Good show?
Nothing to talk about, nothing to critique. Great show, great guests tomorrow. You go home, have a glass of wine, whack off. I'll see you tomorrow.
That's the post-show critique?
Yeah. You're the best.
It's my time to go. I successfully burned all my bridges. Nobody loves me, and I don't love nobody.
Then he said penis.
Yeah. Then he said masturbation.
Then he said vagina. That was cool.
Had a mighty hard time, but I'm on my way. Had a mighty hard time, but